Welcome. I wanted to reach out to everyone interested and let them know a little bit about NACES. Alright, now, honestly, I had to do a little research to make this even work, right? Because I have a background as a counselor, faculty counselor teaching classes and doing counseling with students, education plans and stuff at the California Community College. All right, and it's the biggest um, pack of community colleges of any state. Right, so California has more community colleges than the rest of the states in the country do put together. Um, but one thing that I often run into is international students. And so what happens with international students when they want to come to California Community College is that, for one, it's usual that a student would come with some previous university experience. Right? I think my sound is going to be picked up in the mic, but we'll see. Um, yes. So let's say, so I've worked with international students that, they're like an F1 international student, and let's say they're a physicist in Sweden. Let's just say that. When they come here, and let's say they have a master's degree in physics. When they come here, the U.S. Does not just accept that and go, "Oh, you have a master's degree in Sweden. Awesome. Why don't you come teach at Boston University or something like that?" It doesn't work like that. What happens is the admissions and records department has somebody that looks at transcripts and evaluates transcripts, right? So let's say the records department, let's say a student comes in from a California community college and they have taken, let's say they have an associate's degree in psychology. Let's keep it simple. Then they give that transcript to the records department, and the records department will boom, boom, looks through all the classes. All right, we check you off for having an associate's degree. You don't have to take general education and all that stuff. Now, when an international student comes, they come with their transcripts and go, "Oh, here it is, records." And records goes, I don't know if I can, I don't know what happens in this kind of class because there's no articulation. Um, there's nothing to say, this specific class, these are all the things that happen in the class, and it's equivalent to your English class or your intro to business class. So what happens is a campus would say, "Hey, before we even look at your transcripts, we need them to be certified by someone." And usually it is NACES, which is the National Association of Credential Evaluation Services. And essentially they have a bunch of organizations that are not government owned, that basically they're making a group of quality transcript evaluators of international transcripts. That's what it is. Let me just show you the actual website. So I'm thinking you can see this. So this is the NACES website. These are agencies that they allow anyone to go through. I want to say, so the last person that I had worked with NACES, I want to say it took, because it's not a quick process, right? So when you bring your transcripts, well, let me get to the point, is that, let's see how many are in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, about 20, right? And they have, former members. Okay, so they're like, don't go with these folks because they're no longer accredited by him. And so, like, the campus I work at takes only, um, you know, associations or companies that are linked with NACES and approved by them. So it's like an accreditation board almost. But here they are. Here's the list. Right? Yeah. And this is where I would start if you're looking to get your transcripts evaluated. Start here. The process takes maybe 4 months because you have to get in contact with the university from outside of the United States and have them send those transcripts to the United States and have it be official, and then NACES, or let's be more specific because this is the association of all of them, and this, let's say, Educational Credential Evaluators, Inc., right here. I actually had, did I have a, okay, so this is an example of an actual fee schedule, right? Because I would just, initially, because I'm not that's the actual international counselor, the international counselor knows all of these, every point of it, everything about the I-20, everything about what's the difference from an F1 student to a J1 to an M1 student, you know. The student was like, it is expensive to get it evaluated. And it takes forever. That's what she told me. She was doing an interior design. And she had already taken all these classes. And like, why do I have to do these again? It's on my transcripts. But our interior design dean would not take the courses because they were taking international. The courses were completely international. So as you see, you know, that, okay, do you want a general report, a course by course breakdown, or a comprehensive report? And you know you want to go with comprehensive, because if they say, oh, so it's not accredited in the United States, your degree that you have, then you have to start everything all over. You got to start from general education. You got to take all the same classes over. At least if you get, you know, if they go course by course or they do comprehensive, you can pick classes out and use them. Yeah, that is a useful piece. As you see, post-secondary is after high school. A bachelor's degree, right? Those are numbers. Comprehensive 185. Master's degree 290. Doctorate 480. And that's because they have to go and get detailed about each course you took and go and find each course description. They might have to find the actual, I've heard of people having to get in contact with their previous instructors and get the syllabus, because they need to know exactly what happened, right? The syllabus isn't available to you unless you take that class. It's not just online, like, hey, Psychology 101, the syllabus is just, I can Google it. So that's all I really wanted to share about NACES, is that it is very useful if you have international transcripts, or let's just say transcripts from outside the United States and you're wanting to use them here. So I came up with this all because I started looking into what students need that are looking to complete the Cambridge English exam, the IELTS, or what is that acronym? International English Language Testing System, or TOEFL, the test of English as a foreign language. I will try to link some of the videos that I make having to do with like idioms, difficult verbiage, and you know, the more difficult pieces of the English language, or more advanced, and some of the basic stuff as well. All right. Well, thank you for joining me, and you have a good old day.